Good evening, I'm Chef Tom, and we're going to make a stir fry without a recipe, start to finish. I'm walking in the kitchen cold, haven't pulled anything out, haven't prepped anything. Whole thing should take about 20 minutes or so. So hope you enjoy and get something out of this. I'm going to run around because I'm a little limited on my video capability. But one shortcut we're going to take is most stir fries served over rice, but tonight we're going to serve them over buckwheat noodles because they cook a little faster. And just filling up the water, we're going to get that going. In the meantime, start pulling out whatever I got to make my stir fry. And that's going to be little broccoli that I pre-steamed. I lied. Just take one step of preparation. And some fresh ginger, put that out there. I like to put cabbage in my stir fries. I got some mushrooms here we'll add. And what else we got in here? I think I got some snow peas. We toss those in. We need definitely something for color. So we'll use red bell pepper for that. Give our dish a little extra sparkle. Got some green onions. And maybe a few slices of carrot just for fun. Okay. Let's get to it. First step, chop, chop. Get everything ready before you turn the heat on, except for the water. That we can get going. And for our noodles, those are going to take about 8 minutes to cook, 6 to 8 minutes. A chef's knife, always use a big good knife. I'm going to start chopping with the smallest items first, so I don't run into a space storage issue as I produce all this stuff. So then I got my fresh ginger. Let's see what's going on here, maybe not. See how that goes. Just peeling that and slicing it vertically in the direction of the fibers. Makes the whole thing go a little easier. I'm doing a basic julienne cut, which may also know as matchstick cut. So there we have our shredded ginger. Yummy. Next, I'll move on to carrots. And wrestle one of these bad boys out of here. These are organic. I'm not too worried about washing them. And what we're going to do here is a nice diagonal cut. One of the things that helps make the stir fry interesting is different cuts, different shapes and sizes of cuts. That's probably enough carrot for me. Bonus snack. Next, I'll move on to the red bell pepper. Along with sizes and shapes, color is equally important to make your stir fry appealing. And just cut out the ribs and the seeds. And just gonna go with a modified julienne cut. So I'm cutting some strips. And then once in half, that's enough for that. Okay. What else I got here? Got these little bitty snow peas here. These have been floating in the fridge for a little bit, so I got to pick through and sort out any of the soft ones. The prep on these is you want to peel off the string off the top, starting from the stem end. Just makes it a little more palatable. Sometimes they don't even have string. We'll just keep doing that. You can tell the stem end because it's got a little nub on it. Not too worried. Maybe the bigger ones will have a longer piece. This is what I'm peeling off. So it's not stringy. It doesn't get caught in your teeth. You know what I'm saying? All right. Got these bad boys ready to go. And I'm just going to give them a rough lengthwise chop. Okay. What else we got here? Mushrooms. We've got a couple of these little white mushrooms. Not so little. 2 ought to do it. Maybe 3. That's good. 3. 3 is a lucky number. Okay. Slice the stem. This one's kind of big, so I'm going to slice it in half first. And put the mushroom stem side down to have a flat so it doesn't roll away from you. That's a lot of mushroom. That's okay. I'll thin the herb. Okay. So far, I'm gonna get this in the camera here. We got bell pepper, we got mushroom, carrot, ginger, snow peas. This is my first video, so I know the lighting needs help. What else we got? Little broccoli that I already steamed off, so it's pre-steamed and ready to be stir-fried. You can stir-fry raw broccoli, but it's not so great. It takes longer to cook than everything else. It ends up a little bit too hard and crunchy, in my opinion. Okay. We're getting perilously close to being prepped up with our vegetables. Just gonna throw away some scraps. And here's what I like to do with the cabbage. I do this as a shredded cut. So I'm just gonna cut off a little wedge of it. Get rid of the core. And then just shave it into long strips. Nice and thin. Back. Now, all right. Got a pile of vegetables. And tonight, we have shrimp. You all know what an oxymoron is, right? Jumbo shrimp. Does that make sense? I think so. These I like to use the raw shrimp, of course. You can use pre-cooked shrimp, make your life a little easier. But these are the easy peel. So I'm just going to pull the shells off of most of them. And the shells add some nutrition, add some flavor, and once they get cooked, they actually get soft enough, tender enough that you can I just munch them down. But they're not for everyone. So I'll do the due diligence here and play along with viewer preference. Pretty much all shrimp today is farmed. only wild caught shrimp you might come across is from the Gulf of Mexico, known as pink shrimp. If you can find it, great. If not, don't let that stop you. So, I've got about 1/3 of a pound of shrimp for myself. Just cooking for one tonight. I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know, it's just me. I'm going to cook for just me. I'll go out or I'll make something out of a box or easy or frozen or microwave. Well, you deserve to be cooked for. And there's an opportunity in the kitchen to let your creative side out. We're cooking without a recipe, so you decide what goes in the dish. I'm going based on what I got lying around. And okay. I got all those little guys ready to go. Wash my hands. See how our water's coming along. You steam, I see bubbles boiling. Okay, that means buckwheat noodle time. Buckwheat. My name is Buckwheat. My cousin, Farina. So, buckwheat noodles. Well, my trusty spaghetti hook. And the water's boiling. These come in these handy little bundles, so I'm just going to go with that quantity. That aside. Slide that off, drop those in the pot. Let you get a chance to see what's happening over here. Everybody in the hot tub, get on in there. And whenever you cook noodles, you can always add a little drop of oil to help them prevent sticking. More so of a concern with wheat noodles than buckwheat or rice noodles. I'm using peanut oil. Can stand high temperature of stir frying. Good Asian cooking medium. And transfer these to the back burner. And I'm cooking at 9,000 feet, so I don't quite get 212 degrees on my boiling water. You get somewhere around 195, so it might take a little bit longer. All right, still got the flame going. I'm gonna reach up here, grab my wok. Wok it to me, wok it to me, wok it to me. Easiest stir fry thing ever. Oh, yep, set a timer on the old noodle-ronis. Always, always, always use a timer because it's easy to get distracted, especially when you're talking to the camera, trying to look nice. So let's just get our game plan going. The wok is getting hot. I'm going to turn that down for a sec so it doesn't get ahead of me. We've got our veggies, we got our shrimp, we got our ginger. We're going to use maybe a little white wine to season our creation. Just because I happen to have a splash of it left. Blasphemy, you say. A splash of white wine lying around. Why didn't I just drink it? What else I got here? Some coconut amino acids. We'll use those. And let's see what else we got for seasoning. that ought to do the trick. Now, I also have a little peanut sauce. Chef Tom says, always use a condiment. Always use a condiment. Safe cooking, okay? Want you to be happy. So we use a little peanut sauce on the noodles, and also happen to have a little crushed peanut lying around from some other project that I did the other day. So I will add those onto my dish to sparkle it up. What else we got? Gomashio is sesame seed and seaweed salt and sea salt. We can sprinkle a little of that in there. Okay, we've got the heat going on the old wok-a-roo. A little splash of oil. Swirl that all around. Blast the heat. Stir frying is a high temperature activity. We want it to go fast and furious. And we're going to start by throwing the ginger in, and the carrot and the pepper. So they're going to take longer to cook than everything else. My handy stir fry tool. You want something with a long handle. This is bamboo. Long handle is important so you don't get your hand burned. Spattering oil happening in there. All right, now throw the mushrooms in. Get them going along. See how our noodles are doing. Timer says 3 minutes. I agree with the timer. Okay. Give you a little close-up view of what's going on so far. Add the broccoli and our cabbage. Okay. So we're going to help this cabbage along with a little liquid to create some steam. That's where our lovely little white wine comes in. Now, I just keep these little bottles around for cooking. Really not much of a drinker. That's why I can have a splash of wine hanging out. Oh yeah, it smells really good. So snow peas in there. All right. So we got the veggies underway. Now, push all those over to the side. Make a little space. Dump our shrimpies in there. You don't want to overcook your shrimp. So, and along the lines of cleaning as you go, I'm going to put away some vegetables while we're letting all that happen on the stove. I don't want the kitchen to look like a war zone when we're done. That's not very inviting. Get our shrimpies down next to the heat. Let them cook. 20 seconds on the clock. Oh my God. Noodles are another minute. Got some green onions. These are going to go in at the very last minute. One ought to do it. And keep these shrimp moving, get them nice and cooked. Everybody down next to the heat. Make sure our vegetables get a little movement. Here comes our green onion. I like nice big pieces of green onion. Cutting these on the diagonal. Again, we give our finished dish. Look, put away onion. Little variety and appearance. Appearance is muy importante. Come back here, onion. Okay. Just our noodles. One more minute. I think the timing is going to be just perfect. Shrimpies are just about there. Flipping them over to help them cook. And you can see that they're... Where's the camera? Here's my shrimp. All right, steaming up the camera, that's not helping. But basically what you want is that curled up, pink looking appearance. And they go opaque on you. Okay. There's the timer. One more time on the timer. Okay, we're going to call it good. Turn off the old burner. I'm just going to drain these with the old spoon. The Yeti hook is critical with noodles. That's this claw thing that I'm using. And I'm just going to pour the liquid off of these things instead of dirtying up a colander. But if that makes you feel more comfortable, go ahead and do that. Apologize for being off camera, but this is pretty much what I'm doing over the sink. I'm using my laptop camera, so it's not so easy to move around. I'm going to say we're just about ready here. Turn the heat down so we can add our liquid aminos. Salty element in here. Sprinkle a little of this gomaccio on there. Be generous with that. And the noodles get a little bit of this peanut sauce. Stir that around. Some flavor into those little guys. Okay. And perilously close to chow time. Here it comes. Don't think we missed anything. I'll throw the onions in now. Extra onion. Time to plate it up. I'm hungry. I'm a hungry hombre. Got this groovy red glass plate that I found at a thrift store. Put some noodles on there. And get a pile of our stir fry on there. What we got here? Pour all the juice. Like the juice, huh? The juice is good. And I think the last finishing touch will be a few of these crushed peanuts. And oh, voila! Stir fry without a recipe. Shrimp, peanut with buckwheat noodles. Muy bueno. And, I don't know exactly what time we started. I promised you 20 minutes or so. And I think it's just about that. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Click. And stop the recording.